Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the second part of this year. You know, the first 6 months we have just completed now we are looking for, So the next 3 months is going to be super stressed, super important, and a lot of things that you need to learn. And do your best for the next 3 months. Anytime you need any help from Uncle Raymond for your English, for your social study, for your history, please do WhatsApp me and ask me any questions that you need to. All right. The most important thing is that you guys must be happy. Don't stress. My set 2 students, Zhao Xuan, already feel very stressed out. No? I think Zhao Xuan, do you agree with me? No? This type of stress is worth it. Agree? No? Oh, very good. This type of stress is worth it. Like those compared with those kids around your age taking rifle, taking changu to like. Yesterday I was doing tree planting. Wow, 真的是 back aching, back pain, cannot take it. So it's very tough. So I think it's good that be tough in your study rather than tough in doing those hard labor work. Okay, so don't complain. Let's make it the best out of these 3 months and complete your set 4 and go to your JC or poly, whatever it is. Okay, let's go first and foremost, and like to go through with Zhao Xuan. I'm not sure I went through this. Sorry, Uncle Raymond's a bit confused. Okay. First of all, did we go through this one? Sources. This one? Zhao Xuan, 有吗? Hello, Zhao Xuan. Did I go through this?
Got go through before.
Went through already?
Yeah.
So just a quick one. Please, these 3 months, if I give you 5 homeworks, at least hand in at least 2 to 3 homeworks. I know your school will be having a lot of homework, a lot of remedial class. Nevertheless, please do kindly submit your homework to Uncle Raymond, please, so that I can review through. And then don't wait until the 1-2 months the result not so good. Not you, I'm not referring to you, Zhao Xuan. Referring to any one of you and including Ziying. If you are not handing homework, you don't hand in homework, and then your parents ask how come you're not improving, what happened to your homework or what happened to your result, then very hard to justify for you. So please do hand in. So at least I know how to reply to your parents to say why this and that and why it's not true and things, okay? All right. So remember, be more specific, Zhao Xuan. Okay, this one you got 7 marks. Thank you. But this one, I'm waiting for your answer. And remember, when you have agree or not agree, you have to say 2 sides of the story. Okay. Agree or not agree? Okay, so at the end,
wait, sure, that's L2.
Huh?
This one is L2 10.
No. It's 1 cannot be 10. No.
Then what?
What did I write? It cannot be 10. Sorry, no. This one is supposed to be all the listing of all the sources. So cannot be 10. Sorry. It should be like. Hey, by the way, Zhao Xuan, did you receive this? I think it's 2 like that. Then I put like that. Did I return to you already, Zhao Xuan? Did you receive it in the Google Classroom?
I don't know. I think so.
Please don't think. If don't have later, I just send to you by WhatsApp. It's simple as that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Now, whatever you all submit your homework, if you did not receive it in the Google Classroom, I will send it to your WhatsApp or to your email. Okay. Every piece of homework is very important.
But I don't have the Google Classroom.
Sorry. Wait. Give me a minute now. Let me open up. Danny, you have to ask my colleagues to give you a Google Classroom. Don't worry. At the same time, end of today's lesson, I will inform Xiao Wu and Xiao Chiu, my colleagues, to give you the access to Google Classroom. But nevertheless, Danny, you got my handphone number, right? Yeah. So very simple. You submit to my handphone using your PDF formats or your MS Word. You got my email also, right? If you don't have, later you send to me. I forward to you my email. Okay. So don't worry. There are many channels to access, and there are many channels to give me your homework. Okay, so not you, I'm just referring to anyone. So no one in this chat group Zoom should have any excuse not to say, uncle, I cannot hand in my homework because I don't have access this and that. No, so there are many ways. If really cannot access, example, Chelsea, for example, you I go to your house and collect. Okay, don't worry. I get someone, my Lala move to go there and collect. I'm serious, no? I'm serious. I'm any one of you. Okay, and please prepare. Somewhere in September, you're going to have extra free lesson to Zoom. Okay, I leave it to you. You don't want to log in, I don't force you. Because this is for your benefit. I'm going to go the extra mile to help you. If you don't want to do it, it's fine with me. I told you many times already. Okay, Pei Kun. Hello. Polar bear. Is that a polar bear or what? Or seal? Anyway. Okay, this one I went through now. Pei Kun. I can't remember. And remember, don't put the day. Okay, please.
Sorry, Mr. Shong, I just came back home.
Oh, don't call me Mr. Shong, call me Uncle Raymond. Very formal. Sorry, Miss Ziying. It's okay. Don't worry, my dear. Don't talk about sorry. Okay, don't worry. Because you know why, Chelsea? Last few days ago, I went to Tan Tock Seng Hospital. Okay, I went there at 10 plus. So the visiting hours was 11:45, Chelsea. So I went there. Say, sorry. They say, sorry, Mr. Shong, Mr. Raymond, you cannot visit your mother-in-law. And my mother-in-law was in ICU. So they already discharged from ICU, so stable condition. I brought my Mr. Bean, everything already. So I stand there. No, don't sorry to me. I want to see my mother-in-law now. But the visiting hour is 11:45. You can't go now. I say, no. I need to go now. Please ask your manager to talk to me. So he sent a deputy supervisor came down. Then he said that Chelsea, sorry, Mr. Sean. So no, you know what I say? Saying, don't sorry me. I don't want to hear your sorry. I want to go out and see my mother-in-law now. So, but the nurse is stable. Hey, what is this? Every time I come to this hospital, you this cannot, that cannot. You know what happened? I cross-referencing. I talk to them. I just need 10 minutes to see my mother-in-law. Is there anything wrong? Is there anything wrong? No, right? So yeah, I went up. You know what I do? What I did? End up saying, I bow to them and say, I'm so sorry if I'm being rude to you. All I want is to see my mother-in-law. That's all. I create a scene in front of the counter. No, I didn't use vulgar word please lah. Oh, Yang Xiang, are you there? Okay, 赵先，我没有说我叫兄弟下来跟你们讲没有这样啦，没有这么夸张最多兄弟才几百个而已But I managed to go up. Okay, so no need to sorry, my dear. Okay, so this is the one. Pei Kun's one. Okay, I will close it. Pei Kun 做了settle You still not sure? Let me know. Okay, next. I think it's Danny one now. Now next will be Danny. I just want to go through all the homework so that I will not carry to this month. But I want to make sure all clear. If not clear, then this one you may go through. Danny?
The first question, yes. The second one, I don't think so.
So remember for SRQ, children, please use the DEERL. I told you all so many times. Even you can use it in your essay writing. I tell you, this formula will not go wrong because it will definitely help you in your A level. Trust me, please. Okay. Then the link, how far do you agree the positive impact of globalization of Singapore is more significant than the negative impact? Back to you. I can go through this way.
Hey, this one, the other one didn't. The new one I sent you like last week.
Went through now.
Yeah, this one went through. The one that I sent you last week.
Okay. So this one, I research on both to understand the question in terms of structures. Okay. Very good. By the way, the impact. Okay. Don't say. Okay, this one a bit. Zhao Xuan, are you okay? Why you frozen? Hello, Zhao Xuan. I can't find your. Oh yeah, I found yours already. Okay. Zhao Xuan. I can't see you. This one, right? Danny.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. In your opinion, how can Singaporeans meet the challenge of expensive healthcare costs? Explain your answer with reference to two ways. Let's go. One way. Zhao Xuan, are you there? Let's go. Okay, go. Never mind. Danny, can you read to the class, please?
Allocated A went to B didn't.
Huh?
Part
did
A,
it,
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Explain how the Singapore government and community will play a role in making Singapore. Okay, let's go.
The Singapore government plays a role in making new Singapore citizens and PR feel welcome by making new Singapore citizens go through a mandatory program called the Singapore Citizen Journey.
Stop. Even you are reading your own notes. I expect all of you to read with tonality, and then with rhythm, and then with good voice. You know why not, Danny? Why?
Oral is coming up.
Yeah, Lord. Well done, dear. Well done. Please read. The Singapore government plays a role in making new Singapore citizens and PR feel welcome by making new Singapore citizens go through a mandatory program called the Singapore Citizens Journey. This is a 3-part program. Back to you.
This is a three-part program designed through collaboration between National Integration Council, the People's Association, and the Immigrant and Checkpoints Authority of Singapore. Immigration.
You pronounce immigration. Maybe I was wrong. Immigrations?
Immigration and Checkpoints Authority of Singapore. New citizens have up to 2 months to complete this program before they can receive their Singapore identity cards and citizenship certificates. This part of this program is the first part of this program is Singapore Citizenship e-Journey, which is an online journey that allows citizens to learn about Singapore at their own pace and convenience. The second part is community sharing session, where new citizens reflect on their journey towards citizenship, share their hopes and aspirations for Singapore, meet other new citizens, and learn how they can actively participate in the community. The third part is Singapore Experiential Tour, which is a half-day tour that brings new citizens to key historical landmarks and national institutions where they learn about Singapore's history and management of national challenges in urban planning, transport, water resources, as well as security and defense. By learning all these knowledge that are unique to Singapore, it helps new Singapore citizens and PRs to feel welcome and not cast out.
Okay, when you say this knowledge, I know you're referring to the tour, referring to the e-journey, referring to some historical visit or whatever it is. But may I know this knowledge, what kind by learning all this knowledge? Are you referring to by learning all this knowledge to become, right down, Danny, by learning all this knowledge to become a true Singaporeans? Okay, don't put that this knowledge, must be more specific. 我刚才看不到你来，赵璇，现在可以看到你了，宝贝。好，谢谢啊。赵璇 ，Are you frozen? 赵璇 ，Are you frozen? I just
No, I'm not.
You are right.
Am?
子英 ，Is it frozen? 呀啦，他看到你 frozen 了啦，你看每次这样的哈。他看到连你也是 frozen 了，啊，你看故意啊，我讲他，你看不要看我了。Okay, so back to you, Danny. You must be saying by learning all this knowledge to being the true Singaporeans. Now, not only this knowledge, also the journey together. So that is why the PA, the People Association, or even your neighbors, or even people who are volunteer, they are here to help you to integrate right now, to integrate, to involve, okay? And also make sure that you are being part of the interest, what? 交心各位 Okay, Yang Xiang, what do you think? Interest what? Start with G, end with P.
I don't know.
五个 alphabet, start with G, end with P. Inside got U. I can't see you now, Zhao Xuan.
Start with G, end with P. Inside got U.
Interest what? Yes, I heard you, Xiao Xing.
Huh?
你今天很帅嘞，你讲的头发真的很帅哇，青春风满面，很好。对，来讲你青春风满面很帅哈，你就故意不要看。 Jiao interest what? Jiao tell the class.
Group.
Yeah, interest group right now. Because you must have an interest group to integrate, to involve, to ensure that you are part and parcel of the Singapore's knowledge and able to form a good what they call relationship. Right now, healthy relationship. Okay. Now, if you are the minister, okay, or if you are the one who want to integrate the people of the foreigners to come to Singapore as part of Singapore citizen, and which place will you really want to bring them? Danny, everyone have a chance right now. It will help you, excuse me, in your situation writing in English. When your cousin maybe are studying history or studying geography or studying some research, want to find out about Singapore history. These are the 3 places that you want to bring him to see or to bring her to see. So one is an interesting place. Back to you, Danny.
I think Bukit Timah.
Brother, Bukit Timah 整条街
No. The
Bukit Timah 整条街哪里 more specific?
the former Ford factory.
All right, man. I love that one. Seriously. Anyone been there before? Well, I love it, man. I tell you, I love it. I didn't know. I went there twice. It kind of like, Danny, I like back to the time machine. As a history student and teachers, I never know there's such a nice guy, the Japanese guy who was there, who during the World War II helped a lot of Chinese. I thought all the Japanese are really ASS. Sorry, sorry, ASS. 真的 really okay. Even 我现在I love to learn Japanese culture, all these things. Okay, Yang Xiang, of course, one of them is a Japanese girl. I like that. Okay, nothing wrong. Joke aside. But I think why I like Japanese culture, have you watched the movie The Last Samurai? Oh, go and type this. Go to the YouTube if you are free. Go and watch this movie. You will understand why. For those history students, you will understand why the transformations from a samurai to a democratic to a militarisms in World War II and in World War I and II. Okay, The Last Samurai by Tom Cruise. It's a nice movie. I can't see you, Zhao Xuan. Never mind. As long as you are there, can you unmute and talk to me? See whether you can talk to me, Zhao Xuan.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. But I can't see you. No worry. Okay. Just anything, you just unmute Zhao Xuan and raise up your hand. So okay, thank you, Zhao Xuan. I agree on Danny. The Ford factory is one of them. Seriously, I enjoyed that. It was really a very emotional place. Even I create things, and then I look at this General Persevere. It's really a clown. Sorry, to surrender. Seriously, 被困真的 never respect. I think thanks to him, means to surrender. That's why it makes Singapore to be independent. The excuse to be more independent. Okay, how about you, Chelsea? Where will you bring for new citizen?
Singapore National Museum.
Okay, thank you. Write down Singapore National Museum. Why?
Because got a lot of historical info over there, and most of the time, there will always be this like gallery that can give a lot of insight into the lives of Singaporeans back in the day.
Okay, thank you. How about you, Pei Kun?
I also think the national like
I can't hear you, my dear.
the museums,
Which museum, my dear?
National Museum,
Sorry?
National Museum.
National Museum. Okay, fair enough. Yang Xiang, where will you want to bring to the new citizen to?
Historical museum. Singapore Museum.
Well, everyone brings Singapore Museum. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. How about Zhao Xuan? You saw my answer, Ziying, don't tell them. I will bring them to this place. Okay. Zhao Xuan, where's the place again? Xingchen, where will you bring the new citizen to when they come to Singapore? Which historical site or site visit or experimental tour that you will bring? Xingchen. Xingchan, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Where will you want to bring them? Hurry up. Xingchan, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
So where will you bring them? Zhao Xuan, where will you bring them? Ziyi, where will you bring them? Don't use my answer.
Fort Canning.
Also for Canning. Okay, thank you. Xingchan. Hello. Xingchan, where will you bring them?
Sentosa.
Oh, Sentosa. Which part of Sentosa? The whole island.
I don't remember the name of the park now.
Okay.
No.
Zhao Xuan. Yes, Zhao Xuan. Okay. I will bring Chelsea. I will bring them to Sentosa Raffles Landing site. Which part? You know where? I also don't know where he landed. I don't know where he landed also. Okay, so I will bring them to Sentosa. You know where this General Percival pointed the cannon at the wrong side to the south of Singapore? Why?
Isn't that for Siloso?
Siloso, yeah, Siloso. I suddenly forget the name. Thank you. Siloso Beach, the cannon. Yes. Why do you think I want to bring them to see this site? What is so significant about the Siloso Beach? Any idea? Because I want to tell them, because you see, our livelihoods, our way of managing the security has put in the wrong hand of someone who claim themselves to be the most civilized people on earth, who claim themselves to be most technological advancements in militaries or whatever, or strategy plannings, but end up, you see, our whole entire life, because of the money that they spend, the Siloso Beach, the Guns Point, thinking the Japanese warship will come to the south and attack, but end up they came into the thick forest of Malaya and came in without any resistance fightings from the British Army, or somehow or other they managed to pass through the Malaya. So this is the place that I want to tell them. So if you want to be a Singapore citizen, make sure that your next few generations know how to protect the country well. And don't let history repeat itself with this kind of people who plan wrongly, okay? And this is happening to be true for the Venice in social study as well, okay? So thank you. Is that all? Let's go. The next one. Danny, the community.
The committee plays a role in making new Singapore citizens and PR feel welcome through initiatives organized by the PA, block parties, festive club celebrations at community clubs, home visits, orientation tours have been organized to help new immigrants adapt to life in Singapore. Many of these events had organizers who are new as Singapore citizens and permanent residents. Some new immigrants also served as integration and naturalization champions and visited the homes of recently confirmed permanent residents and new Singapore citizens to invite them to events and activities as what's the word that you use?
Sorry, it's my handwriting. As a result, these common experiences help to alleviate the anxiety faced by new immigrants when adjusting to their new home. Thank you. Very good. Therefore, you must link back. Okay, the committee is what is a way of helping the new citizen to integrate. But you did not make the conclusion. So which one? Is it the Did you make the conclusion?
No, I didn't know how to make, like, cause they asked you to explain which.
No, you
Yes.
are supposed to, by right, okay, never mind. So now, which one do you think, Singapore or community, Danny?
I think the community,
Why?
because you live in the community every day, like you meet your neighbors every day. But learning Singapore's history actually not really like, it wouldn't really help as in with your everyday life now, because it will just build up your knowledge about Singapore, but not like hold your belonging to Singapore. It'll just get you more informed about Singapore, but not like inculcating the sense of belonging inside.
Okay, okay. Okay, thank you. How about Chelsea? Which one do you think, Singapore or community?
Community.
Yes, please.
Because community support is very important, because if you don't feel welcome in your own like community itself, you can really find like having like a safe and comfortable place to live in. So like if you don't find friends in the same community, how is it that like it's not much easier. It's easier to find friends in the same community as you as to like go out to find friends that are a bit different than you, because as human nature, right, we most likely would agree with someone who is similar to us, same as us, and we most likely would disagree or not like someone that's a bit different from like ourselves.
So like you see, just now I mentioned, right, in interest group, right? Yeah, the interest group is very important. Thank you. How about you, Pei Kun? Singapore community?
I think the community is more important.
Yes, please.
This is because for people who would like to become Singaporean,
Louder, I can't hear.
for people who want to become Singaporeans, they will live in a Singapore community, and without knowing each other well, may lead to some kind of conflict.
Well said, well said. Conflict and fear. Right now, conflict and fear. Well done. Anything else? Okay, Yang Xiang, how about you? Singapore? No, government or community will help Singapore, new citizen to integrate to Singapore.
Community.
Why?
Cause community is like more concentrated, more focused lah. So it's easier to fit in with a community first before you decide to fit into like bigger organizations or like fit in bigger places. And yeah, and it's also easier to make friends in a community.
I think, thank you. Any more?
No more.
I think thank you for what you are teasing. You have reminded me. When the new citizen coming from overseas to Singapore, why they choose Singapore is because, number one, the government has introduced a very good and resounding and very non-biased, non-prejudice and impartial policy to all walks of life, to all professionalism, to all race and religions. And this policy, the government has introduced them to come into Singapore. Once they come in, they know that there's a very resounding and good policy by the government. But then again, they might be a bit skeptical, they're very maybe pessimistic, they might feel very outcast, might feel xenophobia by the local people. But thanks to what you say, the few of you are Yang Xiang as well, that you mentioned that because of they become daily, it's a daily affair, you can have a very strong policy. But when you come into the country and where the community don't accept you, they say, 骗人的，政府讲一套这么好，可是他们的人民是做另外一套。But so that is why we have this hand in hand, the government, the communities work together to make sure you are integrated. So simple, Yang Xiang. Next year you are going to your JC, right? When you go in, you know you got this orientation camp, right? All of you know, right? Once the orientation camp is to welcome you. Yeah, seriously, I cannot take it. when last time when orientation camp for my set one, my counselor will say, hey, Mr. Shaw, can we play this water bomb game, this bad game? No, it's like bullying the set one. And no, when those university, last time lucky, thank God, I mean, my uni, I don't have this type of stupid open new orientation, new, what you call this thing? The new, what's that word? The new houseman or something coming to the university, then they have this kind of orientation camp. What must eat the apple with a girl and a guy with a guy must chew the apple and then run with the apple on the face. Then your apple miss out, then you accidentally kiss the guy on the cheek. A stupid game. Hey, please, and then must take the flour and then carry don't know what on net, all this game. No, if you want to really welcome the new members to the committee, the interest group, don't be seriously. I don't know, it come out this game, it was being reflected, some of them like police case, like so-called abuse. Seriously, you are all university students, and yet you can do these type of things, really seriously, no brainers. So yeah, Yang Xiang, I totally agree with you that the committee is a day-to-day affair that brings citizens in. So it's very important. Zhao Xuan, what about you? Zhao Xuan? Zhao Xuan, are you there? Xing Chen, what's your answer? Committee or government?
Government.
Why? Yeah, why? Come on. Don't just stop there. Just tell me the answer. Why? Hello? Okay, Ziying, are you ready, Xing Chen, to say the answer? Why is it government that is more important to bring in new citizens and play a part of it?
Because government is the one that can promote.
Oh, you choose government also? You choose government?
Yeah.
Okay, why?
Because like government is the one with the power and then they can like promote new citizens to come in.
Oh, so you're saying without a resounding government policy, no point, no matter how good your committee is, if the government don't welcome them, you're so back to square one, right? Are you saying that?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Anything else? No. How about Xing Chen? Xing Chen, government or community?
Actually, community.
Why?
The cost decided by the community.
The what? Can you just
Mostly.
continue to say?
And when people go to a country, they do it based on how easy the language is to learn, or whether they already know the language, and
The last one I didn't hear. Sorry.
how the people, whether or not they already know the language,
Oh,
and
okay.
whether they are able to
Well done, Zhao Xuan.
communicate properly and survive in that country.
Okay. So that means it got to do with communication skills. That's why even Ziying, even you give me a good policy, like let's say France. Okay, wow, the government welcome. Then suddenly go in, or the France say assimilation. Right? It's as good as no point I come to France. I cannot practice my way of religions, correct? I cannot practice the way I dress. It's back to square one. Okay, so you see, very subjective. Okay. Thanks, Xing Chen. Thank you, Xing Chen. How about Zhao Xuan? Are you able to tell us?
Yeah.
Well done.
So I think it will be like government will be the more important lah. Because you see, right? Yeah, government is the one. The government are the one that made the laws and the regulation in Singapore, and because of the laws and the regulations, Singapore is a very safe country. Yeah, a safe country, yeah, for people to live in. So it's like, okay, if Singapore, if without the governments, and if the government were like America, where they allow guns, I don't think a lot of foreigners will actually come to Singapore.
I laugh not because of you. I'm being sarcastic to the Americans. Sorry. I laugh at them. Well, tell me about human rights. Tell me about good things. But yet they behave like beasts and barbaric. Agree? Okay. All right, carry on.
So if the government allow guns in community, yeah, obviously foreigners will not come. Like, okay, won't like how to say they will obviously, it's not like they wouldn't come lah, but they will like prefer other places where like it's much safer to live in than to come the place like where everybody can have their own gun. Yeah.
Okay, good. Any more? That's all.
Yeah, and more about the race and region. I think that's the most important thing about in Singapore. Like you see another example in America. Like, yeah, there are so much racial riots in America. Yeah, then other people from other countries like China will not prefer to go to places where there are too much racial riots and yeah, there are racism against them. So Singapore's like the regulations where like all the race are like how to say 平等啦.
Equality,
Yeah.
equality.
Yeah, equality. Yeah, more people will actually go there because they'll feel that they won't be like criticized about their race.
Being outcast, like what Danny was saying, being outcast, yes. I think you're right. Any more? That's all. Okay. I think from what your point mentions about these like the weapons or the things, because it's all about, remember Zhao Xuan, it's all about the first issue one, the rights. Okay, 我的 freedom, that's my rights, okay, to own something. But then again, sometimes they abuse the rights in such a way that they think they are able to carry out these rights according to their freedoms of choice. So when you say you choose a country that like Singapore, because they are safe and sound, because you think that this is the place, like why the government has made sure that every single step, every policy generate a good vibes for people to come to Singapore to live, to study, to invest, to work, and the most important, like to join in the interest group, and also to contribute to the country, like paying taxes. And also at the end of the day, if they decided to move out of Singapore, they will leave a good memory of what the country has given to them. Is it true, Jiao Xing? Just like next time you go for honeymoon with your wife, you visit a hotel, right? The hotel give you a surprise that they know that this is your honeymoon. When the moment you open the door, your wife saw a very beautiful heart shape, okay? And then she thought that you are the one to prepare, but actually the hotel prepared for you. You feel good, Jiao Xing? You feel good, right? You don't feel good, right? Girls, this guy is not romantic, man. Why you don't feel good? You feel the heart shape with the flower on the bed, and then wow, I love you, dear, happy anniversary. You don't feel good, Then how you feel good? Just say, oh my goodness. Hey guys,
you're taking like credit for someone else's work, right?
No, but this is the extra service to make you to feel good in staying in the hotel, ma. Correct or not? Right, it's an extra added value services. You don't tell me you want to go to a hotel, while you open the door already, inside got bed bugs, the rubbish never throw, oh my goodness, and there's a strain of durian smell. The previous customer eat 那个榴莲的壳在那边then 还有看到两只小强跑来跑去 Hello room service 为什么有两只蟑螂跑来跑去 Oh, don't worry, it's on the house. It's free from the hotel. No, you don't like this type of service, right? Okay, so just an example, we want to have a good lasting memory for that. Okay, now Zhao Xuan, let's go back. Now we clear all the papers. Zhao Xuan, look at this one. This is yours, right, Zhao Xuan? Okay, now let's read. Practice Founders Day.
Founders Day is traditionally a very important day in the school calendar when members of the school community, such as students, staff, and school partners gather to commemorate those who founded the school and committed resources to its development.
I don't understand. Just pretend. I know. I just say, I don't understand why this extract one is under globalization work. Zhao Xuan, that's your paper. Explain why. Under which issue? Chapter 8, Chapter 9, Chapter 10, 11. Wait, what is it? Why is it under extract one under globalized work?
Like identity.
Identity should be issue 1 吗？对不对？为什么是这个 ？Okay, let's move on to the next one. Extract 2, Zhao Xuan. Wait, hold on to see what is the question asked. Extract 2. After serving you for 54 years.
After serving you for 54 years, Pin was what?
包贵. I think
Okay.
it's 包贵啊，还是别 what is that 包贵
Yeah,
啊？
Tiong Bahru Provision Shop
不是
takes
包
her
贵。
takes a final bow here on Sunday 7th November 2021. The memories are
Final bow
forever.
here. What do you mean by that? The memories are forever. Thank you, Tiong Bahru. 54 years of 冰冰。包点啊，包贵啊，包点 ，OK， 包点就是卖那些小吃的啦。So small and medium size, carry on.
Small and medium enterprises, SMEs, like the Tiong Bahru Provision Shop above, have struggled to maintain their businesses due to intense competition. A provision shop is a type of small-scale grocers or goods retailer found in public housing estates.
So why you bring down this one? What got to do with globalization? Then this Founders Day, what got to do with globalization? Please all pay attention. Xing Chen, please turn on your camera, please. Extract 3, please.
Globalization has given SMEs in Singapore access to foreign markets. These companies offer a wide range of products and services across many industries. This has helped to increase the appeal of SMEs in the global economy.
Okay, this one I understand. This one makes sense. Okay, this one makes sense that the SME need to go for a bigger platform right now, a bigger 平台，一个舞台一个平台 platform to showcase their products, so that from an SME you can slowly, surely, and definitely move out to a bigger platform with multinational company. This one I understand. Okay, fair enough. So now look through the questions. By the way, did you give me your answer for this one? You don't have, so I'm waiting for your answer. Come, never mind. Extract 1, Zhao Xuan, extract 1.
Extract 1 reflects on the role of Founders Day in instilling school identity among the school community in Singapore. In your opinion, how can schools in Singapore instill school identity among students? Explain your answer in 2 strategies.
Okay, let's play the game. Thank you. Okay, Qiao Xing, Zha Bei Kun, and Yang Xiang and Danny will be one team. Ziying, Zhao Xuan, and Xing Chen will be one team. Let's go. You guys can communicate yourself. 2 strategies that will instill school identity among students. What got to do with this Founder Days? How can you instill? Qiao Xing, you'll be team A leader. Okay, Ziying, you'll be team B leader. Let's move. Don't waste time, This one is, it really come out in exam, please. Come out and discuss among yourself. Okay, using the Zoom chat. How can school in Singapore instill school identity among students? Explain your answer. Zhao Xuan, this is your questions,
Wait,
The
who's in my
teacher your
team?
answer before, right, Zhao Xuan? Did your teacher
Yeah,
mention?
wait, who's in my team?
Ziying, you and Xing Chen. You know why? You got one member shot because this question is done by you, your school. So the other 4 is fair 嘛，对不对？因为这个是你 question by right， 大概你懂那个来龙去脉了，对不对？老师有过去你的 answer 了嘛，对不对？So 我不要放你 team leader， 我放子英 team leader。So 子英 you have to ask your team member 赵轩 and 星辰。Okay, 星辰 look at his eye, like want to say, you see? So 子英 go and wake him up, okay? Tell him, okay, and must give you the answer. So 子英 I only want to hear your answer. You have to ask 赵轩 and 星辰, hey, what is the 2 strategy you have come up? So 乔欣 you have to ask Bei Kun, Yang Xiang, and Danny. 5 minutes, move. The keyword is instill school identity, you know. What got to do with globalization? My goodness. School 就是在学校嘛 should be internal, what? Should be issue 1 and 2. Why got to do with the question refers to what? Being part of a globalized world. How this one cannot make sense? Of course, I know it can be. So I just want to hear the answer. Next, while doing 6, extract 2 and 3 reflect on the opportunities and challenges experienced by SME. The keyword is opportunity and challenges. When you see the word challenges, guys, listen, serious, Danny, listen. When you see the word challenges, means there is a positive and negative effect for this SME. That means there is some challenges in. Later, I'm going to discuss is about the T effect. Right now, Danny, T effect, the T, S, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, the S, R, T, the T. T stands for the technology, the T. Do you think that globalization poses more opportunity or challenges for SME? So this answer will be 1 paragraph for opportunity, 1 paragraph for challenges. At the end of the day, you have to tell me, is it opportunity or challenges? To be honest, it's more challenges than opportunity. Seriously. And why is the challenges? Because they cannot fight with MNC. That's one of the reasons. And the second reason is that the challenges that SME face is that they will not have enough the 5M. Yang Xiang, do you know which the 5M? Give me 1 M. Which are the 5M that the SME face? Being challenges in a global world.
N or M?
M for McDonald's.
Or M?
5个 M.
Money.
Thank you. Enough. Thank you. Well done. You give them the hint for the 4M already. Well done. Thanks, Yang Xiang. No. I'm not sarcastic on you. Seriously. Thank you. I just want that the effect is there. Okay. Now I go back to question number 6. Explain 2 strategies that how to instill. Number 1, do you know there's this thing called the time capsule? Do you know that the school always like to put the time capsule? Because my school is also to do with Founders Day. Okay. My previous school is, can you guess? Nobody can guess one. Somewhere in Bishan.
Catholic High.
Quite near to Catholic High. I thought that day I shared with you already, right? Yeah, I shared with you. No. The first alphabet start with K. So one of them is the time capsules to instill, that means to feel it. The other one is to write through like a journey. That means they put into a scrapbooks and then put that identity. And then maybe they create a museum, a museum in a school. That to put all the past, you know, that like the milestone. Yeah, that's the word, milestone. 对吗，乔信？为什么 Frozen？ 为什么 Frozen 掉 ？OK， 南华有多少年？还要想啊？还要想？有没有70？
100
这么多啊 ？1 century already 啊
104 105
？Wow, my goodness, more older than my previous school, man. My school that I was teaching. Can you find out which school I was teaching now? Start with K. The second one start with C. Danny, from which school again? Sorry.
Cedar Girls.
Cedar, quite near. No, not very near to my school.
Near my school.
Huh?
Near my school.
Okay, you free, 你去找他。Yeah, 对啊 Marceline, 那个 Marceline, what am I talking about? Malistella High, 对 Malistella High. All the boys, right? All the boys meet all the girls, standard one. And all the girls meet all the boys. Just like the Nanyang girls and the Hwa Chong boy. Okay, I give you the hint already for my 2 strategy already. Okay. 看看找不到我学校。子英 and Chelsea, do as a team leader what you need to do. Collate and consolidate all your answer from your team member and send it to the group chat. Now, while you are doing that, you can send to your individual team member. You're right, man. Zhao Xuan. Send to the group lah. How you know? You go and Google, right? I miss the surrounding in the Bishan that side. Okay. Already, Jiaoxing, are you ready? Which are the two strategies that you think will help to identify that instill the school identity among students? And how can this identity use it in the globalization like in Singapore? Back to you, Jiaoxing.
Like what I understand from
wait, I'm sorry, Jiaoxing. Did your team member give you answer or is your own?
I got some answers, yeah.
They give you, huh?
Yeah.
Well done, very good. Thanks to your team. Yes, back to you. I'm so sorry, Chelsea.
What I understand from school spirit identity is like having a school spirit sort of thing, right?
Carry on. What kind of school spirit? 我知道赵轩那个学校有是红的 got spirit， 爸爸。Okay, 开玩笑，carry on.
It's like events that build up this experience, common experience where if you go tell anyone that been to the school, I've been through blank, the people that graduated, the alumni would instantly like know what you're talking about and can instantly like recall the events they've been through. And like one of the main things, right, very obvious, the main thing is like singing the school song, learning like on the first day or first few days, you learn about the school song, you learn about the school motto and the school values. So this like education of this core beliefs or core foundations of what your school is like one of the activities, like
events. I would say events.
Events, yeah. The second thing would be like school events that stand out, that can build up like this sense of belonging. So for example, my school personally, right, every year we have Camp Achiever, which is a series of 4 camps for each level.
Wow, same as Kuchuan. Same as Kuchuan, yes. My school. Yes, very good.
Yeah. So every year we'll go through the camp at the start of the year. This is not only allows us to build up the class spirit, class bond. We also
can you use the word esprit de corps? All right, esprit de corps. Yeah, carry on.
What is the word again?
Esprit de corps.
Could you spell it?
Sure. Wait. Okay, carry on.
So these events would build up like a sense of belonging. So like I said, an event that you can tell any alumni, then they will instantly recognize and instantly can recall to. That is one of the events that can build up a school identity and spirit. Another thing is maybe some key features inside the school. So like the school can host like certain events that commemorates the different important like how to say, like have like a Founders Day or Speech Day lah. So this is very important because it is like you can teach the students about the school's founding and what the schools was set out to do when it was first founded, allowing them to better understand the school's history. Yeah.
Okay, you can be marketing directors. So what we are talking about here, the two strategies, what Team A is talking about, is called to do with branding. Branding the school in such a way, the packaging, to showcase the esprit de corps, which is the loyalty. Okay, write down this word, esprit de corps, to show out the loyalty, togetherness. So the same thing, can you help me, Ziying, write the SCCCC, Singapore Chinese Chamber of Commerce. Singapore Chinese Chambers of Commerce. Please go and Google this. It's so important that I don't remember who used to be in the member there. What happened, Zhao Xuan and Danny and where is Xing Chen? I just realized Xing Chen, Bei Kun. Okay, what happened that this group of esprit de corps or these are SCCC, right, will help the businessman to bring. Now who is out already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Zhao Xuan, are you there? Okay, 6. So what happened? You see, now I lost my train of thought. Okay, so what happened is that with this Singapore Chinese Chamber of Commerce SCCC, hi hello， 吓死我了。OK， 你现在去那个后面世外桃源哦，很美哦，很多桃花哦，你走桃花运啊，赵雪。你的后面全部都是桃花。Okay, what happened? This group of Singapore Chinese Chamber of Commerce will help Singapore SME to have a brand identity. Thank you, Chelsea. While you're talking, it suddenly remind me of the SCCC. Of course, the esprit de corps. What happened is that, let's say, Chelsea, let's say after many years, you graduated already, you work for a few years, you're fed up of the working environment. You want to start your own company, okay? Then you start in Singapore. But you need people to help you, to bring you up. So this is where the SSCC will bring in the two strategy. That means you are part of the team. You want to do your branding. So after many years, okay, 你老了, Chelsea, your company, like say 50 years, you're old man already. Of course, you pass to your son, your grandson. This is where you bring up, you see, every year you got this company anniversary dinner and dance. It's similar to your Founders Day. The strategy is to bring out the branding, to continue. You realize, Ziying, you realize when you know Louis Vuitton has how many years? More than 100 over years, right? Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Hermes, YSL, Yves Saint Laurent, all these brands. And then we're talking about Tesla, we're talking about Microsoft. You realize they always use this word, since 1918, since 1900, since 1887. Like Yakun, they'll say since 1941. The word since itself tells you the branding, to tell you that, you see, we have what Chelsea has mentioned. All the ingredients, they showcase, they promote. Yes, thank you. They promote the aspect, they call the spirit of the school. Now you understand why this one got related to the business of SME. They want to promote the integrity of the company. You feel good, ma? Like Citibank, for example, has been in the bank, in US bank for many years, which was, I used to work there before. Okay, so it's very proud. You feel good, right? So this is how you call the branding. Thank you for you, Chelsea. Back to you, Ziying. What did your group mention? So, Chelsea, you learn a new word, esprit de corps. 很好用，真的很好用。而且你是跳舞的这个字很好用。OK， 开始到你Ziying。
Singing the school.
Did Chelsea, did Zhao Xuan and Xing Chen pass notes to you?
Yeah.
Okay, make sure. Thank you.
Singing the school song, saying the school motto, and then like wearing school uniform can also like help students instill school identity.
Hey, carry on. If you talk like that in your oral dialect, true now, Ziying. Which school you get? Sorry again.
Tanjong Girls' School.
Excuse me, don't forget, all the girls there are very 叽喳婆的哦，很会讲话的哦，要输给他们哦。Imagine you talk like that, can you imagine the examiner say, "Ayo, this girl Ziying cannot talk." You look at all the classmates talk. This one don't know how to talk, then 讲啦 already die. Your marks will be go down already, so must be very increasing.
There's not really anything else.
One more. What's so great about these two strategies that help to instill school identity?
Can I say?
Yeah, sure.
So let's talk about the school song, the school motto. and the school uniform. Okay, the school song, obviously, you're in a school, and then the school song will totally be different from other school. So that the school song makes your school like special from other school. Yeah, yeah. This will instill the identity of the students. Same as the school uniform and the school motto. Obviously, it not like how to say it's like the school mottos and the school uniform. There won't be the same school motto and school uniform like across like how to say it's like okay there wouldn't be two schools where the school motto and the school uniform will be exactly the same. Yeah, so so it will be very different. And then another one is the school cheer. The school cheer is like the one that actually bonds the people, bonds the students in the school together. Or for example, right, I'm in the table tennis team, so it's like every time, right, we go for outside for competitions, and then every time like our teammates win a match, we obviously will do the school cheer, and this really like bond our team closer together. And then another strategy is to have school events that actually commemorate the founding of the school, like just like the Founders Day lah. And then the school can hold events. They're like probably the school hold events to like let the students learn more about the school's history and how the school like from like when they just got 建立了，他们刚刚建立起来，然后呢一直走到今天，他们经历了什么？
我洗耳恭听啊，我真的洗耳恭听，我不是 sarcastic， 他们建立起来，逐渐的、慢慢的 ，OK， 用了一滴一血一泪一汗，造成今天所谓我这个小宝贝李兆玄先生，慢慢一滴一血，你看你父母亲啊，一滴一血一泪啊，把你养大这么 Q 肥肥胖胖的啊，不是肥肥胖胖，很 Q 的孩子啊 ，Stay on my tongue 啊 ，please。懂了吧？哎呀，肥肥胖胖是开心的嘛，对吗？很 Q 啊，你看很 Q 对吗？很想帮他做他的这个这样Well said 啊 ，Today you're damn bloody well done. Good. Give me this one, ready? 子英帮我带 Yes, Singapore Chinese Chambers of Commerce. I want all of you to go to this website 啊。Okay, 杨香、星辰 and 贝坤、赵轩 all of you please go to this Singapore Chinese Chambers of Commerce website. It's going to be super important for you. Trust me. It will help you a lot. Trust me, please go. Spend some time and read through the thing. Okay, Ziying, ready? What Zhao Xuan give me a very good idea just now. Mention right now the goal and objective. That's where you say the cheers, Zhao Xuan. What is the goal and objective for that purpose? The school uniform, the motto. Thank you, no. Let me explain to you right now. Quick, quiet, type Ziying. Okay, I want Xiao Xing to rest today for a while. So he just finished his exam lah. Come on, Ziying, please lah. Okay, you're my second secretary. Goal and objective. Why didn't type there? Goal and objective, mission, visions, statement. Mission, vision, mission. What is the mission for the table tennis? What is a vision for table tennis, Zhao Xuan? Your vision for table tennis is still to make sure that Manny Stella will always be one of the top table tennis. Correct? What is a vision? Goal and objective, mission and visions. And the most important, you remind me about the school motto right now, the values. What is the values that you will instill? Because he mentioned no two school songs or whatever it is will have the same. Exactly. So these are mission, vision statements and values. Right now, the value, VALUS, the values. Right now, all of you write this. This is super important when you want to start your own company, when you want to start your own journey next year of your life. What is the missions? To complete the 2 years of A-level? What is the values that you want to do? What is the objective? What is the goal? So exactly what this number 6, hey, Zhao Xuan, now you understand, your school come out this question is not easy. You really want to instill you as an entrepreneur. Seriously, Zhao Xuan. Honestly, I never believed every school is a good school. Now you understand why. You realize some of your friends who hand in the questions here, they are super solid good. All right, so thank you so much, Zhao Xuan, for sharing this question with all of us. And this is what these two values will bring you to the next level, because at the end of the day, right, school is school, but how can you inculcate, like Danny, you're talking about inculcate the behavior to nurture the person, right? 就是这样哦。因为现在哈，我跟你讲 ，let's be honest. Can I if nobody have any objection, I believe everyone sitting here all take A Maths, right? All take A Maths, right? Let's be honest. Okay, I hate math, but I always like dy dx. Okay, that's why let's say dy dx. I hate math. I hate logarithms. I know all of you say logarithm is the easiest, but I hate most. You know why not, Danny? Because during my time, my A-level logarithm is using a book, not calculator. That time your uncle is so poor, got no calculator, and in calculator was not really invented using logarithm. By the time they use logarithms, I already bye-bye my A Maths really. So I use a log book, logarithm book, so I hate logarithms. dy dx, all of you sitting here will definitely know how to do dy dx, right? All of you sitting here will know how to do sine, cosine, tangent. Sine, cosine, tangent can so bad man, Zhao Xuan. Okay. Length and breadth cannot. With length and breadth cannot, I gotta kick your ass, cannot. Okay, area of triangle cannot, So very easy,对吗, Danny? Very easy, sure can pass. But what is the difference between you and Ziying and Zhao Xuan and Xingchen? Is through social study. The way you answer the questions. Now you understand? Because social study open-ended questions. You see, Danny, since you are new to the class, you can hear all the questions answered by your seniors, right? They have different answers. They are being so-called trained in schools, trained here in the class, and then brainwashing someone rather. This is what it means. There's no right or wrong answer. As long as you get the right things, you are able to convince, you are able to communicate, you are able to convey the right message to your audience, and make sure that you're using the right inference or comparison skill, you are there already. Get it now? Wells Max 1 plus 1 就是2的 ，acid and alkaline 就是这样的，对不对？ You cannot change. But social study is very involving, same as history as well as geography. That's why it's called humanities subject. Number 2 and 3. Now, quick one, opportunities and challenges. Okay, now same thing, Xiao Xing, your group and Ziying, talk about opportunity and challenges. Take out 1 point each. Which are the opportunity that give to SME? Which are the challenges that the SME face? Xiao Xing, pose a question to your team. Ziying, pose your question to Xingchen as well as Zhao Xuan. Zhao Xuan, once you have the answer for question number 6 and 7, when the teacher give you, please take a scan, a picture and send it to us. Then we can review the next lesson. 可以吗？麻烦你，谢谢你，大哥。Xingchen, please contribute to your team. Ziying will collect your answer. Okay, Xingchen and Zhao Xuan, please give support to Ziying. Don't bully her and give her the answer for 1 opportunity and 1 challenges that the SME face in a globalized world. What are the opportunities that the SME can receive from the globalizations, through globalizations? What are the challenges that you think the SME will face? One of the challenges SME will face to me is technology. One of the opportunities is through the exchange of expertise from foreign countries. The expertise coming in, okay? For example, if you are talking about how to make a mask using the how to come out a vaccines, or how to come out some what do you call this? What is that?
Wait, Joe. My group is doing question 7, right?
No, all of you are doing the same.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
You just Ziying just need to collate 1 opportunity and challenge from you, and one opportunity and challenge from Xingchen. So Qiaoxing is also the same. You'll take one from opportunity and challenge from Bei Kun, Yang Xiang, and Danny. So for team A, you will have 4 opportunity and 4 challenges. Well, team B will have 3 challenges and 3 opportunities. Okay, one of the opportunity to me that will help is like the foreign talents to come into Singapore. And one of the challenges is that because they may not have the latest technologies to compete with a bigger platform with a multinational company. Yeah. And one of them, right, thanks to Yang Xiang, you mentioned one of them is the 5M, right, money, right? Oh, that's why SME got this angel investor where people allow them to invest. Okay, this time will be Ziying, you start first. Let's go. Talk about, yeah, question 7, correct. It's question 7. Yeah, Ziying?
The opportunities are
They contribute, no? The 2 boys contribute, 2 gentlemen contribute, Okay.
increased interconnection and interdependence, and more manpower and cheaper labor.
Well, when you say cheaper labor, you're actually abusing them. True not? You're abusing people when you say cheaper labor. You cannot use the word cheaper. Please don't use the word cheaper. I feel very offended. If that means you are saying that the helper will come and help me very cheap labor. You don't like to use a cheap labor. What must you do? To bring in what? Professional laborers or professional people. Don't use the word cheap labor in your exam, please. 尽量可以, unless the question asks for cheap labor, then different story lah. But I feel quite offended. Thank you, but we learn. It's okay. Carry on.
Challenge is hard to compete with the bigger MNCs and hard for SMEs to attract talents compared to MNCs.
Very true. Well done. Well said. Whose idea was this?
Which one?
Which one?
The second one. Hard to attract talents.
Zhao Xuan.
Zhao Xuan, okay, good. Third one? You only got 2 challenges, the third one?
Don't have.
So who did not contribute to her?
Oh, wait, I might have. I just saw it. Increased competition since MNCs are able to do business in a country and compete against SMEs, hence being disadvantages for SMEs. ATST. SMEs can gain business by providing services for MNCs, hence being disadvantages.
This is challenges. This should be opportunity. Can you copy the whole thing and send to the whole class? Somebody had typed and sent to you, right? So can you just highlight the whole thing and send to the whole group, to everyone?
Wait, everything?
So you done already? I'm reading. What is ATST? At the same time, who typed this ATST?
Xingcheng.
Xingcheng, Xingcheng, ATST.
It's at the same time.
Yeah, at the same time. Thanks. Yeah, okay. Well done. Thank you for Team B. Team A.
So for the opportunities that globalization gives to MNCs are the ability to better respond to changes in like the local country because they have a better understanding of local conditions.
No, excuse me. When you say they, Who are you referring to? MNC or SME?
SMEs have a better understanding of local conditions, and they are able to better choose the goods and services that appeals to local better than the MNCs can.
Correct. Put that. They know the local taste bud right now. They know their taste bud. That means they know their way of culture, their behavior. Okay. So when they know that, like durian season, you know this is the time when durian seasons. So the SME will know that the Singaporean will want to buy durian at this season, something like that. Thank you. Well done. Next one.
So here's the bad thing. For opportunities, my group didn't really come up for a lot, but challenges we have small domestic markets, shortage of expertise and labor, insufficient expertise and labor, and insufficient profits and competition from bigger companies, which can progress at a higher rate than SMEs.
Thank you. If you look at this, if you go to the website called SME Singapore, SME Singapore, you will know that governments are injecting a lot of money to help Singapore SMEs, right? So one of the websites is called SME Singapore, if I'm not mistaken. They are actually have the fund, recently have the fund for giving to all the SME to do especially for startup. So do you know a lot of SME startup from nothing, from one-man show to two-man show? SSD, slowly, surely, and definitely they will grow from become a multi-million dollars company, all right? Because they need the fund. That's what Chelsea teams have talked about. It's all about dollar and cent. It's about the challenges that who is going to invest. You realize that out of the 5M, when you start with an SME, definitely got the management. People have their own expertise. Okay, they come out. If you go and watch Shark Tank, SHARK-TANK, Shark Tank, is a very good show in YouTube where all the entrepreneurs and businessmen in US will go in to get the investor to invest a lot of money. Some even bring their cookies, bring their children's toys, bring about how to do the winter skating or anything, the Shark Tank. It's very interesting. It's kind of they pose question to them and to poise them a good environment to see whether they invest on that. And because they got the ideas, okay, they lack of the most important, as what Yang Xiang mentioned, money. That's the only thing. So they need the money. So the investor will come in, how much do you think I should take the share from your company and things like that? It's called the Shark Tank, SHARK-TANK. Very nice. You must go YouTube and type Shark Tank. Then you see a few investors will be sitting there. Why should I invest in your company? I don't think your product is good. Some even invest and then after 1-2 years, the business grow like hell, nobody business. They even have donuts. Seriously, you know, Americans like to eat donuts. Yeah, seriously. These donuts make it very well. And then they like to do cookies. Seriously, it's really very interesting. Why don't you spend the time doing all these things, especially next few years, you're going to go to A-level and university. These are really a very good ideas. And another one is called Dragon Den, D-E-N. This one is from the British. So if you want to improve your essence of how the British talk, seriously, they are very professional. The way they dress, the way they give, you know the Harry Potter, Harry Potter got this one, instead of using the remote control, they use the one to turn on the TV and turn off the TV. Turn on the light, switch off the lights, okay, and turn on the volume by using the one, the one like the wizard one, W-A-N-D, the one. Then this one become a remote control. And there are people investing in this. So you are using Harry Potter. Thank you so much. I hope you guys has, thanks to Zhao Xuan for bringing this question in. Zhao Xuan, don't send to me. Zhao Xuan, send to the whole class. Send to the whole class, please. Your idea should share with everyone. Okay, Zhao Xuan, send to the whole class. My advice to all of you, I will not see you after 3 months' time because I also don't want to see you next year also. If I see you next year means it's outside drinking coffee and friend already. So I hope that with this social study, will help you to pitch, PITC, to pitch a higher level in your future career endeavor. Okay, in a way such that why you send to me again? Send to a group. So I hope that this, what you learn is helpful. Okay, Danny, I think you never seen this in the slide. I'm not sure the rest. I think I've showed them until this same. So now just a recap. These are the 6 T. Okay, what Zhao Xuan has mentioned inside just now, the opportunity and challenges. These are the 6 T. Now, honestly, tell me which T are just like 1, 2, 3, 6%. There are 7%. Which one do you think is the most important? As of 21st century, please. Yang Xiang, which one will you choose? In fact, it's more than 60. You see, you got trade here, then you got training, you got tourism. Okay, there are the 90. Yes, Yang Xiang, which one?
Technology.
Thank you. I also agree. I will choose technology like you. Seriously. Look at chapter 8, you will understand why technology is the forefront of everything in the 21st century. Without technology, the transport, transaction, you see, realize now transactions is all about pay now, pay la, all these things. Thank you. How about Danny? Which one will you choose? You can disagree with us. You can disagree with Yang Xiang and me.
Technology.
Technology also. Thank you. Zhao Xuan.
Yeah, same lah.
Okay, Xing Chen. Which one will you choose, Xing Chen? Fei Kun. Xing Chen, which one will you choose out of so many T there? Fei Kun.
Transport.
Sorry?
Transport.
Transport. Okay. Xing Chen.
Technology.
Okay. Ziying.
Technology.
Also there. How about Chelsea?
Transfer of knowledge.
Transfer of knowledge. Well done. Why you are so special? Why you choose number 6?
Because the globalized world facilitates easier transfer of knowledge among like the different nations, different countries, and this allowed the people of like our developing countries to be able to develop and build up their expertise at a faster rate than before. This allows like the different countries to be able to prosper by being able to create the stuff that they can need to facilitate the growth of their country's economy.
You kill all of us. You kill all of us. You know, recently Lee Hsien Loong went to Rwanda. You know which country? Africa. They transfer knowledge. In fact, a lot of, in the old textbook of social study, they talk about this Rwanda. There's this movie called Hotel Rwanda in Africa. The whole entire tribe was being genocide， 全部杀到完嘞，片甲不留啊！赵轩就是好像那个南京大屠杀，全部杀到完嘞。You can see the whole entire village, the body was floating at the sea, the river, everywhere on the street. Wow, 砍的砍，杀的杀，什么都有。But today, Rwanda, you can type Lee Hsien Loong visited Rwanda. That is where the transfer of technology, you know what, knowledge, you know why? They transformed the whole entire town in Rwanda or city. I can't remember which part of Rwanda. Because of this transfer of knowledge, now Rwanda is like become improving. And you realize that, Cao Seng, you remind me, they keep saying that China's always colonized other countries, but they did not. China did not. Okay, they used transfer of knowledge, right? Remember investment, all these things, right? They did not colonize. They in fact support more money and everything. The actual colonization, we all know, is the Western power, which is the Britain and the US, right? And the France, and the Spain and the Portugal, and what else? And the Italian, right? All these countries, and Germany. Okay, they really colonized. Of course, the only Asian country that colonized other country. Do you know which country? History student? Xing Chen?
Japan.
Yes?
Japan.
Hi! Banzai!
Japan.
Yeah, Banzai. 不是大便啊，棒晒啊，不是棒晒啊。You know what is Banzai or not? 不是大便啊。You know what is Banzai or not? In Japanese? You know what is that? Yeah, 被棍 what is that? 他的胡须很像日本人。
It means 万岁。
Sorry?
It means like 万岁。
对了，真的哈，Danny，the word 邦塞是万岁哦。Yes, really. You know why? Because when my teacher, my history teacher, when he was a small boy, okay, he witnessed the Japanese came into Singapore, and all of the Singaporeans had to stand on the street and do this banzai, banzai. So some of them said, 日本棒赛, 日本棒赛. You know what I mean? That 棒赛, right? 大便. So, 真的 until they have to learn the kanji, the kaki kukeko nani no no, the pronunciation, banzai, 万岁万岁万岁. So yeah, right. That's a okay. Seriously, but I agree with you, Danny. That's the only Asian country, to my knowledge, the Japanese, the Japan, colonized which two countries? Chelsea, your history student, no?
China,
okay.
right? China is one of them.
No, that one is annexation attack. Which two countries?
Korea,
Korea and
Taiwan.
yes.
Sure, but what about USSR? Isn't that colonization also?
Colonizations of some of the island, yes. But later, after World War II, they lost the whole entire islands quite near above Japan. So I don't really think that one is colonized. Okay.
No, I mean like Asian Asian powers, right? Isn't USSR also part of Asian?
No, I don't think Russia has. I don't think Russia as part of Asians. Russia will be more, to me, is a bit of Asia, Euro-Asia. Okay, to me it's Euro-Asia. So it's neither here nor there, lah. Sorry to say. Yes, I want to reply something. Okay, so thank you, Danny, for your answer. So I agree, Chelsea. Transfer of knowledge is definitely important. Without the transfer of knowledge, so what? You have the best technology and you can't even use the Wi-Fi. It's very true. Thank you so much. Mongolia, I wouldn't say it's really colonizations, but we are talking about the modern, the recent one, the modern one. We don't talk about the ancient history. Okay, I tell you what, Ziying, don't mind. I will later after this lesson. Ziying, I can't see your face. Can I see your full face, please? Don't like that. They see your full face. Ziying, later after the lesson, I talked to Chen Qisihan. I asked him whether last time when he attacked attacked other countries colonized. Okay, so now I can tell. 你笑什么笑，赵先？等一下他约我吃蒙古烤肉，然后我问那个大汉，问他是不是以前是真的吗？ There's a very good story about he has a hawk. One day when he was fighting, he was very thirsty. He wanted to drink the water from the river, from the stream coming down. Okay, so when Chen Qisihan 要喝那个水的时候 the hawk you scoop with the bottle, right? Then the hawk just hit his hand. Then the bottle fell. So he thought the Dahan, the king, thought the hawk is playing with him. So I never say, please don't do that again. Second time he scoop, he want to drink the water. The hawk flew and hit his hand away. No, so he's very fed up. He's already very tired. His injury, and then he's very thirsty. So the third time he said to the hawk, one more time you hit my hand, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. And guess what? The third time he really want to drink, the hawk came again and hit his hand. The water fell. From the water bottle, fell. So of course he fed up. He took his knife and slashed the hawk. Very fed up with him. Then later when he went out, you know what happened? He saw a poisonous snake bleeding through the stream of river. And this poisonous snake was about to attack the king. And the eagle, the hawk, managed to kill the snake and destroy the snake. But in the process, the hawk also got injured. So from then onward, the Genghis Khan realized when he do things, he must 三思而后行. Okay? That means 他很冲动. That is why, remember, after Chen Qisihan, the grandson who took over his empire, right? He expanded the whole entire Mongol empire. Why? Through what the grandfather had taught him. 做人有时候don't see one side of the story. You have to see most of the side. If you understand Genghis Khan, He has went through a lot of hardship, become the Khan of the whole entire Mongol. All right, so thank you so much for this, all the T effect. Now let's go through. Now technology is to trust them. You have to use the right technology. Transport, as what Zhao Xuan, Bei Kun, you mentioned, that it's all about teamwork. Remember transport, yeah, in chapter 8, there is chapter 8 referring to the sea, the air, and the land transport. Which one is more important? Of course, they are integrated. You need a teamwork. You need the technology to make sure the GPS, the global positioning system, that when they transport the goods, that's why you see when you buy things, especially for Uncle Raymond, when you're buying things from Lazada, and when they ship from China to Singapore, you got this tracking system, right? Okay, and then next one, the transaction tax and tariff. A tax or duty to be paid on a particular class of import and export. I heard, I may be wrong, I'm not sure, all of you, can you disagree with me, that once now you're buying online things, the government may in the future tax you with GST. I'm not sure how it works, okay? Next, transnational extending of operating across national boundaries. That is where, Qiao Xing, you mentioned the transfer of knowledge is very important. No matter how technology, how good you are going to the countries, you cannot bring out the technology is 一事无补，对吗？一事无补 is useless. So we need the transfer of knowledge. And what happened, you're right, Qiao Xing, you remind me, when Singapore was become independent, most of the Singaporeans are mostly uneducated, right? And then when Lee Kuan Yew want to bring the foreigners to come to Singapore to invest, wow, you see there's really a very uphill task to do it. So that's why they need transfer of knowledge and bring the expertise slowly, surely they build, you see, today like Uncle Raymond's, I'm educated enough. If not, seriously, do you realize at my time, there are a lot of people are very uneducated, seriously. Really, those people are now in the 50s. I think 50% of them are illiterate. You know it's illiterate, Zhao Xuan, you just came, you know it's illiterate. Danny, you know it's illiterate. Ziying, you know it's illiterate.
Cannot read, cannot write.
文盲，对，文盲。Seriously, 我有几个朋友都是真的文盲，可是赵璇，他们赚的钱比Uncle Raymond多。鸡蛋糕，我感到很自卑，我不要教了，拜拜，我要拽他们了，他们全部都驾大辆车、豪华车、鸡蛋糕，我只是大白车，唉，地球在哪里？Okay, so transformation from a third world to the first world is very important because nowadays, thank you, 我拿到了，来，我收到了，收到了，来，收到了，来，谢谢你，你看很快哦，我收到了，来，收到了，谢谢，谢谢你，我收到了，谢谢，来，那个的确在这边了，谢谢啊 ，OK， 谢谢，你看，你不信哦 ，Danny， you see， 赵璇，住在哪里？可以 pass 去给我嘞 ，steady 啊 ，very good。Time management, time management speaks volume, especially in globalization. Time, can you write down, please? Please write down. Time is all about another M. What is that another M? Yang Xiang, what is another M? Time is all about what? Another M.
Apart from money,
Still money.
still money, yeah.
Time is all about money. 时间就是金钱 so we cannot afford. So no more the tortoise and the hare slow and steady. You must be fast and furious. Okay. Next slide. Now these are the ASEAN countries that we are talking about here. Okay, in the number 5 and number 6. As you know, Singapore is one of the richest country in this number out of these Asian ASEAN countries. And why we form ASEAN country is because we need, ready? Let's go. Danny, when you read this, I'm using the A to Z effect, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, okay? Right, so I want Bei Kun, can you read the globalization? So what is your definition of globalization? I would like all of you, if you can, write this down.
Globalization is
louder, my dear.
Globalization is about ability to broaden your country in many defined territories to exchange for goods and services in a formulated manner, like foreign exchange currencies, through government involvement in a holistic manner.
Okay, so I use A to H to describe what is globalization. Okay, for my definitions, I use this as to able to broaden your country. Now, a country can write down this. A country cannot be what? An island. Write down. A country cannot be an island by itself. All right. You need to integrate, involve, and invest. If not, you cannot survive because no man is an island. I got one student ask me, then how about North Korea? That one 那个你要去问小叮当啊。哦，他们的 leader 叫小叮当。哦，你问小叮当为什么啊？我不懂，因为可能大雄不在啊。哎，没有，大雄不可以 refer to China 哦，因为大雄很笨。Cannot refer to 大雄。Okay. All right. Thank you, Bei Kun. Can I have Yang Xiang next, please?
Shall I read, is it?
Yes, sir.
Globalization is about ability to broaden your country in many different territories to exchange for goods and services in a formulated manner. For example, foreign exchange currency through government involvement in a holistic manner.
No, you're supposed to read the then, my dear. That's why I was
ideally, it will be beneficial to all countries in one way or another, as it depends on how government implementing foreign policies to show advantages or disadvantages. To impose tariff, taxes, and trespasses,
what?
On illegal immigrants.
Yes. Okay, tariff and taxes are the same. We are talking about value-added tax. That's why we got free trade agreements right now. Trespasses, of course, are illegal immigrants. We are talking about this country were having civil war. They fight. They want the people to run away from their countries to asylums to another country to ask to seek help to protect them. But then you see, these trespasses, illegal immigrants will create social problems to the countries. So this is where globalization has a disadvantage, because those countries like Germany, they allowed those illegal so-called refugees from other countries like Syria or even Iraq that time to come. What is SUS? I suspect you of advertising. What is SUS? Sorry, Zhao Xuan, what is SUS? Suddenly I saw the word SUS.
SARS.
I suspicious SARS? Where? I got SARS? I don't get you. I'm not the other Uncle Raymond who dance one. Okay, you know the TikTok that this Uncle Raymond. The other student asked me to shave and then the botak same as him and dance together. What advertising? Suspect what? I don't get you, Zhao Xuan. Very curious.
Okay, never mind.
No, I don't know what is that. Did I see something missing?
SARS is basically suspicious lah.
Huh?
SARS is basically suspicious lah.
Teacher, you SARS? I don't know, seriously, maybe I don't understand your lingo. Okay, let's talk about how. Advertising, I really, seriously, I don't know what you're talking. Okay, let's go. Chelsea, hey, why I change to this? Okay, how?
So what is your definition of globalization?
No, here. How can globalization?
Oh, how can globalization help the world in 2020 and beyond? Just to show how it works will depend on how government, MNCs, and SMEs are going to use the 5T to help to keep abreast of the political, economical, and social platforms.
So how you do it? Just how it works. You see, realize just now we talked about Zhao Xuan's paper, right? Multinational company SMEs are going the 5T or the 6T, whatever T it is. It helps what? Next one. It helps this one. Okay. Please write down. Globalization is the process. What is globalization and what are its main driving force? Globalization is the process through which ideas and activities of people in different parts of the world become interconnected. That means through internet, right now. Internetworking is through business networking. Which one? Remember, Ziying, just now you mentioned about Singapore Chinese Chamber of Commerce, right? They bring Chinese, sorry, no racist. they bring businessmen in Singapore, mostly are Chinese, to be honest, to bring to, like, for example, okay, you want to do business in Vietnam? No, I got connection. You want to do business in Suzhou? No, or Hangzhou, or Guizhou, or Liaoning? I got business connections. Come, let's do some business networking. Open up a seminar in Suzhou, Hangzhou, the hotel room, and then we discuss how we can do. Okay, interchange. Now, interchange, we are talking about ideas. Intertwines, we're talking about the race and religions. And of course, international, where your passport will lead you to a greater interdependence between developments in other countries and the world. Why? Because of this international passport. You know, some of them, they have to ask for visa, right? You know, right? Some countries, you know, right?
China have to ask for all.
Sorry?
China have to ask for all, I think.
China have to ask for visa.
Yeah, for like a lot of countries.
Why? I thought China now is very developed. What? If you say North Korea, I understand. Seriously?
Yeah, like for Chinese with China passport to go out, you need to get visa in almost all countries.
Oh, seriously, I'm so ignorant. Thanks for, thank you, Danny. No, I really don't know, seriously. Oh, I didn't know that. No. Wait. So, anyone here is Singaporean passport, so no need to visa lah. Right? Oh, okay. So now you understand the power of the passport is very important. Hey, so Danny, if you say you need visa, means visa troublesome, right?
Yeah, like for example, I want to go out to play overseas, I need to do visa like 3 months or half a year prior to it. I mean, no, because now it's COVID. Like last time, probably
man,
like
that's ridiculous. 3 to 6 months. Then if I want to visit, I want to go and study all these things, 3 to 6 months.
no, because now it's COVID. But before, I think around like 3 months, somewhere there. 2
Yeah,
months, 3
you
months.
say before COVID, 3 months. Now it's
Before-
COVID.
Yeah, before COVID, like 2 to 3 months, somewhere there. Now COVID, 3 to 6 months.
Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. So I'm very proud to hold a Singapore passport. Do you know the whole 197 or 98 country? Singapore passport is the number 2. Number 2 or number 3. Okay, if I know, you go and Google it. I think number 1 is
That was
Japan.
number 1.
Sorry?
That was number 1.
Which country?
What's number 1?
I
Who's
think
number 1?
Japan. I think it's Japan. I think it's Japan. Yes, Japan. Singapore is number 2. Okay, anyway, Singapore is top 5 confirm top 5. Small country like us are top 5. See the international leading to greater interdependence. Wow, very proud. I can't ask for more. So okay, we'll stop here. We'll talk more about the developments in transportation. Thanks to Pei Kun. Right? Pei Kun, you choose transportation, correct? Pei Kun. Right. So we'll stop here. Right. So please, if you have the time, really come out your own definition. You know why this one is important? Danny Ziying and Zhao Xuan and Xing Chen, Yang Xiang, Pei Kun and Tiao Xing, because this one will help you in your conclusions to ask whether is it globalization, is it benefits to SME or MNC or to country like Singapore, or whether is it globalization has a cause and consequences effect. Okay, so come out your own definitions. If you have the time, of course, I hope you can send it to Uncle Raymond's. Anyway, I'll put this in the Google Classroom. So once you're done, this one don't need a long essay. Can I use this one? 80 words cannot. Just practice your summary writing skill. 80 words. So I use this as A, B, C, D, E. Okay, use that and put it. So that when I mark, I say, hey, well done, Zhao Xuan. Well done, Pei Kun. This one you can use for your conclusion for your 8 marks SRQ questions. That would be wonderful. Okay. Next week, same thing. We will talk about, give me a minute now. Where is my lesson plan? Okay, here. So we are supposed to go this chapter 11. So just nice. Next week, I will really cover this one important, chapter 11. I want to spend more time on the last chapter for 11. Okay. Chapter 10, okay, world. All right. And then we'll talk more on the cyber securities, as well as what Pei Kun, that one. Okay, about terrorism. Okay, right. So thank you so much, everyone. See you next Sunday. And please